Current events might be causing more people to worry a little more about the supply chain crisis. A shortage of truckers and backed up ports is continuing to wreak havoc across the board, from pharmaceuticals to car parts. News 13's Emily McLeod is live in our studio now. And Emily, what are some of these local businesses dealing with?
Amy, I spoke to two different businesses in completely different industries, and they're seeing shortages like they've never seen before. A local pharmacy says they're seeing a shortage of medications taken by millions of people, and local auto parts stores say items that would usually take a couple of days to arrive are now taking a couple of months. RX Express owner Laura Gould says several chain pharmacies are experiencing a shortage of antibiotics, blood pressure medication, inhalers, and more. All medications taken by millions of people.
So the patient has to switch their prescription over here, and then we have to fill it. It takes them an extra step by coming over here and having to pick it up, but they're sure glad they can get it somewhere.
Gould says she has never seen a medication shortage like this before.
We usually have an abundance of generic houses that can make generics successfully, and that's what keeps our drug prices down, so they don't have to use brand names.
She says sometimes patients are going 2 weeks without their prescription before they're able to get a refill.
By the time they get to us, their blood pressure's up, and they're having to come to a pharmacy they're not used to. But when they get here, they're completely delighted to have us give them the medication and enjoy our service. So.
And it's not just pharmacies. Auto parts stores are experiencing similar issues. President of Panama Alternator and Starter, Joey Ramsey, says he's had to seek out different suppliers for his products.
And we are seeing that a lot of times the one source won't have it. The other source usually would have it. Now I'm running into both sources not having it. I'm having to go to 3 and 4 sources to get the starters and alternators.
Ramsey says because of shipping delays, he's now ordering several alternators and starters in advance.
Now I can't always get it the next day. It might be a week or 2 before I can get it. Sometimes I'll order 3 or 4 of one number, and I'm even having, like today, there was 2 part numbers that they said I would not get until next month or the next month. It would be either March or April.
Ramsey says he typically works with industrial starters for heavy construction equipment, so if he doesn't have a part they need, then the machine will sit there for a few weeks not being able to work.
And Emily, how do these business owners feel about this? There have been so many obstacles for small businesses in recent years.
Well, I think the mindset is just to keep going. Both Gould and Ramsey say other stores sometimes don't have what people need. So if they find that a lot of customers are able to go to them for their products.
All right, thanks so much. Emily McLeod live tonight.